Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make this card. Isn't it beautiful? And then you might remember this one that we made on my Facebook Live video, and I think that was about a month or so ago. And the video is like an hour and 20 minutes long. I'll have a link to it below this video. But I just thought I would remake the card in a condensed version so you have a quick reference to how to make this multi-panel card. And then I also made my mom her Mother's Day card using this card design. And this one uses the Blushing Bride ink and the cardstock, and then the Pink Pirouette cardstock and ink. Isn't it beautiful? It sits up like this. So pretty. So let's show you what they all look like sitting up. So nice. So we're going to go ahead and make the Bermuda Bay and the pool party one. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's start with the base. The Bermuda Bay is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. And then let's start here. The centerpiece, this pool party is cut at 2 1/8 by 4 3/8. And then the Very Vanilla is cut at 2 by 4 1/4. So then the next two pieces are for the sides of your panels. And the pool party, you're going to need 2 cut at 7/8 by 4 3/8. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of Very Vanilla, and these are both cut at 3/4 by 4 1/4. Then you have your bottom section. The pool party is cut at 7/8 by 4 1/8. And then your Very Vanilla piece is cut at 3/4 by 4. And then also we have a piece for the back side. Let me show you the finished card again. So this is the front, and then this is the back side. So this is totally optional if you want to add that Very Vanilla piece or not. And then I'm also adding a piece of pool party. So the pool party is cut at 4 1/8 by 4 3/8. And then the Very Vanilla is cut at 4 by 4 1/4. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp first. So I have a piece of grid paper, and we're just going to stamp on the Very Vanilla pieces first. Okay, so we're going to use the Bermuda Bay Classic ink. And the stamp set I'm using is the Dragonfly Dreams. This is also available in a bundle until May 31st. You can save 10% when you buy the Thinlits and the stamp set. But the stamp set, we're going to use the Thanks for a Smile and everything else. And I went ahead already and stamped that just to save some time. This is going to go on the back side. And then for the front, I'm going to stamp To a Wonderful Friend. And then we're also using these cluster of dots here. Okay, so I'm going to get all my pieces out here. Then we're going to stamp. Now the dots are going to be stamped twice, so I'm going to ink it up, and then I'm going to stamp it once along the bottom edge, and then I'm going to pick it up, and then I'm just going to move it slightly upward just to get a different variation of the color of the Bermuda Bay. And then I'm going to also stamp the panels like that on the side. Let's stamp this one. Okay, let's bring in the back panel. We're going to actually see how this is going to sit on my card. I believe it's like this. Okay, so we're going to stamp this edge right here. Now this stamp doesn't go all the way across, so when I overlap it, I'm going to show you what I did for mine here. So I'm going to stamp it once, and then raise it up again, and then I'm going to do the other side, and then pick it up and move it up. Now there's a little bit darker here in the center because the stamp doesn't go all the way across. So what I did to kind of camouflage that is I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it randomly again, just to kind of darken up those dots so it's just not right in the center. Okay, then we're going to stamp our greeting on this bottom section. We're going to stamp To a Wonderful Friend in the Bermuda Bay as well. I'm going to stamp this right in the center. And we're going to take our dots again. We're just going to do the outside edges of this same way. Stamp it, and we're going to move it inward. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and add all our pieces to the pool party. Okay, so I'm going to be using the multi-purpose liquid glue to adhere my 2 layers together. Since there's an 1/8 of an inch between the Very Vanilla and the pool party, the liquid glue gives me a little bit of a forgiveness time to move that layer around. So let me go ahead and layer all these pieces together. Okay, so now let's grab our paper trimmer. Okay, so we're going to start on the 4 1/4 inch side. We're going to line this up at 1 inch on your trimmer base, and then we're going to take our cutting blade right here. We're going to line this up on the arm with point is on the blade up at 1, and then we're going to cut it down to 6 1/2, which is right here. Okay, so from 1 down to 6 1/2. Okay, then you're going to flip the cardstock over and do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, so we're going to line this up at 1. Take our cutting blade and we're going to line this up at 1 on the arm. Hopefully that didn't move. Okay, so 1 inch down to 6 1/2. Now I'm going to grab my bone folder. We're going to do some scoring. So on the 11 inch side, we're going to take this edge here and line this up again at 1. But now we're only going to score on the outside edges of the cut line. So we're going to score down to this cut line and then start at this cut line and score down. So we're skipping over the center part. Move that down to 2 inches and do the exact same thing. Score only up to that cut line and then also the bottom section. Now we're going to slide this down to 5 1/2. Now we're going to score in the center section between the cut lines. Okay, then we're going to slide this down to 6 1/2, and then you're going to score it across the whole base of the card. So now it should look like that. Hopefully that's showing up on camera. Okay, okay, so now we're going to take our bottom section here. We're going to fold it in a mountain fold. So this part's going to go up, and then the 2 inch score line is going to go down, which is your valley fold. So it should look like this now when you fold it up. Sometimes I think I need 3 hands to do these really fun fold cards. Okay, so then the top section, you're going to fold your 6 1/2 inch score line back, just like that. And then your 5 1/2 inch score line in the center is going to go up in a mountain fold. Okay, so it should look like that now on the side. And then you're just going to take your bone folder and reinforce those score lines. Okay, so now there's your finished card. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so now it's just a matter of layering the pieces to the front. So let me go ahead and add adhesive to all these layers. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. All right, so then to decorate the front, all I did was I added this cluster of the little dragonflies here from the Detailed Dragonfly Thinlits. So then I also made this one using the butterfly thinlits, and I just added the medium-sized butterfly on the front of that. And that's using the butterfly thinlits. This one right here is the one I used with the gold foil sheet. So pretty. So I went ahead already and cut out the cluster of dragonflies, and I went ahead and put dimensionals on the back side because I wanted to pop them up. So I'm just going to remove the backings of the dimensionals. And we're just going to set this on the center of the card, on the center panel. So pretty. And then one more thing, we're going to add a Wink Stella to all the dots, just to add a little shimmer to that. Okay, so we added our Wink Stella. Now I have the saying, thanks for the smile and everything else. That's going to get popped up on the back side. So let me peel off the backings of the dimensionals. And this is going to go right in the center. So pretty. There's the front. Sits up like that. Don't you love it? Okay, so here's the other one. And then here's the butterfly one. And then here's the one I made for my mom for Mother's Day. So then here's the one that I made with the High Tide stamp set. Okay, so I have all the items listed below this video. And then also while you're there, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.